right, off we go. It's the Ryan Hartson Show on BWC Internet Radio with Corey Bender. I'm Ryan Hartson.
Yeah.
Moving on with the NBA Finals. Last night was weird, Corey.
It really was weird. It was
another
just close
strange
game, too, and about the same game almost.
And I texted you this last night, because we texted back and forth a bit during the game, and what I said was, it feels like the same game every single time I watch it.
Yeah.
Miami's up by a little bit, makes a bit of a run, gets moderately far ahead.
Yeah.
And then Dallas just comes all the way back, and they either win it at the end or they don't. Last night they do win it at the end. Dwayne Wade was fantastic. LeBron James looked horrible.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki had the flu last night. Was very inefficient, and I think we're going to talk about LeBron a little bit in this. I'm not freaking out about it as much as other people are.
No.
A ton of people are killing LeBron today, I think for almost no reason whatsoever. But when you think about at the end of the day, this series has come down to Dallas's other pieces besides Dirk Nowitzki have not been playing well at all. In that game, they totally showed up. Jason Terry was big.
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler had 19 rebounds last night. He was unbelievable. And if Dallas has that inside presence like they had last night, where they're pounding him inside and getting rebounds, he owns Udonis Haslem and Joel Anthony inside. If they have that advantage, that matchup advantage, they can win this series. But at the same time, I think Miami's defense is going to make a comeback in the next game. And I don't know, what did you see in this game? What do you expect coming up?
What I saw was basically the same game. Like I had said, I'm still very much entertained by the series because you always like a close game. But what I'm seeing is that, I don't know, Miami's just, I feel like they haven't learned from their mistakes they just kind of go on cruise control or don't like try as hard when they're up by so much when they really should just be pounding as hard as you can. I mean, I'm going to give credit to the Dallas defense. I mean, you have to. But it's also a lack of mental toughness. It's also a lack of just knowing what to do on offense in the fourth quarter. A lot of people have been saying it's Eric Spoelstra's fault. It's really not. I mean, the players go on ones who play. LeBron James, we'll get to him later, only had 8 points. He needed to at least get about 15 or 20 to be able to win that game. And what also I saw was a very rare missed clutch free throw by Dwayne Wade. Very shocked by that. Went right in and out, though, but that could have easily tied that game up. And then the last second shots by both teams, Wade getting the dunk right away was a smart move. But then losing the ball at the end of the game, he saw the opening. He said he loses control, has to throw it off to Mike Miller.
Sure.
Miller maybe has like one more second, maybe either pass it off or dribble once, maybe. But he just kind of heaves it up for a miracle shot and he can't make it. So basically, what I see for this game is Miami's got to learn how to be able to dominate the fourth quarter if they're gonna win this series.
Yeah, I mean they play extremely well, and this wasn't even a case of them easing up. It was just they didn't have it. They never had a rhythm. In this game, I felt neither team really had a rhythm. It just kept going back and forth. Dirk was phenomenal in the fourth quarter, and then LeBron James just wasn't. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I've heard suggestions that maybe he was tired, which whatever that means.
Maybe.
He does play 44 minutes a game, and for all these playoff games, the playoffs have been going on since April.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a factor. Every other night, 44 minutes a game. Maybe he just didn't want to be there for whatever reason. He felt like he had to distribute more early and late, and then when he needed to score, he couldn't. 3 for 11 for shooting. He was really just completely bad. And there's no defending playing that bad in the NBA Finals as clearly the best player in the NBA. You can't defend that, but at the same time, you can't take away from what he's done the rest of his career. I feel like every single time Miami loses,
it's his fault.
It's an indictment on his career.
Yeah.
And I think that's just going way too far.
It is.
And I think he's fine. He's going to be fine in the next game. Something tells me in Game 5 he's going to come back and he's going to win. He's going to score 30, 35 points, going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of it. And this discussion will seem stupid. And I don't understand why we all pound LeBron. We all want to pile on LeBron.
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like this is just a repeated segment of defending LeBron James. It's very weird. Why do we have to hate this guy for having one bad game? Yeah, it was a terrible game. He should have never had it. But, everyone's going to have those down days. But, there is no excuse, and you can't really defend him for this game. The rest of the series and his whole career, like you said, he's just been fine. He's been the best player in the NBA. And I don't really know why people have to pile on him so much. Like we said, every time Miami loses, it's always his fault, or at least something goes wrong, it has to be his fault.
Yeah,
it's never Dwayne Wade's fault or Chris Bosh's fault. It's always back to LeBron James.
And it was Dwayne Wade's fault last night.
Yeah.
He fumbled the inbounds pass, and that cost them the game, period.
Which you can do. You have to have the mental toughness to go. His excuse was, I saw the opening, so I got a little anxious, and I got loose control of the ball. I mean,
which I guess is fair.
I guess, but
because,
I mean,
human beings make mistakes.
Yeah, I know. It's fine with me.
But at the same time, why not kill him? If LeBron makes those same plays, he's a bum, and will
even
never.
If he puts up 30 points, like Dwayne Wade did, I mean, they're still gonna kill him for this. I've heard the excuse from people. It's been Dwayne Wade scored 30 points. He had a great game. Let's give him a break. Well, if LeBron James had 30 points and had a great game, you'd still be killing him right now.
He can't close games. He's overrated. God. So stupid. And he had a horrible game. You watch. He's going to score 35 points in the next game, and we won't even mention this.
If you want to look back at him not closing games, just look back on the Chicago series.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
How'd that go? And the Boston series, and the Philadelphia series, and his entire career. He is a closer. He is clutch, and there's not any arguing of that. But this wasn't a matter of being clutch. This was a matter of just being bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is a lot more about Dirk Nowitzki being sick, number one, 101, 102 degree fever, and playing awesome in the fourth quarter. So you have to give him all the credit. He is really taking steps in this playoff run. He is really taking steps towards making himself an all-time great.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal player. I've never been high on Dirk Nowitzki. I'm a lot higher on him right now than I was before the playoffs started. Oh, he's a scorer, but he's soft, is what I said, what everybody said. But now he is legitimately an all-time great. He's been to 2 finals. He could win a championship this year. The series is tied at 2. Awesome player.
One more game in Dallas will help him too. Now let's go X's and O's in this. What do you see for Game 5?
Game 5, I have no idea.
Really?
I'm just, but Miami's defense is going to have to bring the supporting cast back to the terrible level that Dallas' supporting cast has been at before. Yeah. LeBron is going to have to play way better, as is Dwayne. Well, Dwayne Wade's going to have to continue playing at the high level, and Chris Bosh is going to have to rebound and make shots. Spend some time down low, please.
That's the thing I think people have been worrying about, at least media-wise. They're going, LeBron hasn't had many good games yet in the series, and Dwayne Wade's been doing all the work. I think they're thinking maybe Dwayne Wade's going to slip one of these games, and LeBron may not pick him back up, which could be the case.
I don't think that would happen. I mean, these are the 2 best players in the NBA.
You never know what'll happen, though.
I mean, if one is down, the other is up. That's how they're going to win this championship. Period.
I mean, I get that, but people are just worrying so much about Dwayne Wade's not going to have a good game. Oh, no, they're going to lose. I mean, I'm pretty sure LeBron will be fine. I mean, maybe it'll be Chris Bosh coming up to the occasion. I mean, all 3 of them came there for a reason because they knew, hey, one of us may have a bad game. We have 2 other really great players that can come together and bring us back up. And from what I see in Game 5, I honestly don't know. I think Dallas might have the edge just being at home. And Miami.
I think Miami's going to come out. In must-win games, Miami has been absolutely at their best. To win a series, they always say to win a series, you have to win 1, 3, 5, and 7. And I think Miami is going to win 1, 3, 5, and 7. And that'll be the end of it. So I think Miami will win the next game. But, like I said to start, if Tyson Chandler dominates inside and Dirk keeps making his shots, Dirk's not going to have 102 degree fever on Thursday. No. So Dirk makes his shots. Tyson Chandler dominates with his 13 points and 19 rebounds. It's a great box score for him. I think having that dominant inside presence against Miami is how you can win this series. That said, I don't think any of that matters, and I think Miami's going to take the next one. Big game out of LeBron, big game out of Dwayne Wade. Bosh can do whatever he wants. Dallas' supporting cast isn't going to be there. Miami's going to defend harder and score more, and Miami's going to take 5. What do you think?
I still think Dallas is going to win. I don't know, maybe mental-wise, I don't think they're going to be there yet. I've heard and we've seen all through the year, Miami plays best when their back's against the wall, and they're feeling like they're down 3-2 right now. So I get that they could probably win Game 5. I just see Dirk Nowitzki having another great game. I think Tyson Chandler will have another great game. I don't see Miami coming back from this, but watch out, they could win the next 2 games at home, though, and take this game to 7 games. Sorry.
So Dallas, do you think Dallas is going to win?
Dallas is going to win Game 5, but Miami will take the next 2 at home.
Okay, 5. Okay.
So
you like Dallas in the next one, and I like Miami in the next one. Okay. So I like Dallas, or I like Miami, and you like Dallas.
Let's get this down, yeah.
Okay. I like Miami in Game 5. You like Dallas in Game 5. And then I guess the next time we talk will be on Friday.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. All right, good stuff. Short segment today. We don't have anything else for you. The Terrell Pryor stuff we don't really need to hit again. It's so redundant, and Ohio State is screwed. Ohio State is going to lose at least going to get the USC penalty, and definitely going to be out of postseason play for a while.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll take away Jim Tressel's national championship? Oh no, they're gonna vacate wins. Okay, that's enough of that. Good stuff today. Ryan Hartson on BWC Internet Radio.